What's good, everybody? Timeless Traveler here, and welcome back to my Let's Play. Now, what you just saw in that intro slash time lapse was about 16 hours. Yes, 16 hours. We got some corrupted chunks here. 16 hours of clear cutting, just removing the forest. Two reasons. One, I needed a space that was moderately, relatively flat. Okay. Second, I was looking for a space that could be. I'm basically. It's time to build an industrial district, and we're gonna start bit by bit. You know, we're not gonna get it all done in one episode because, well, there's a lot to be done in an industrial district. But I wanted to find the right spot to put all of my farm ideas. And then the second reason was, well, I was running pretty low on wood with all the shulker boxes I've been making. And hoppers. It's expensive. It takes a lot of chests, and chests, of course, require lots and lots of wood. So throughout the 16-ish hours of just relentless, tree chopping, deforestation, and all that, I managed to gather well over, I can't remember off the top of my head, they're all in my storages now, but I think I got about 15 different shulker boxes full of wood logs. Give or take, I probably have a little bit more than that, but through birch, through dark oak, through regular oak, and through spruce, yeah, we have about 15 to 16-ish shulker boxes full of wood logs. So plenty of campfires, plenty of chests, and hoppers and chests and shulker boxes are going to be the biggest focal point of this industrial district. So the plan for today, it's going to be it's a doozy. So you just saw the entire leveling of the work area. So wherever there's no trees is more or less going to pretty much be where all of our farms are going to be. Okay, now there's a few things that have to get done. We have to make this workspace a little bit cleaner. The first step was getting rid of the trees. Now we have to bring everything down to Y63. Okay, so right about sea level, right about here. All right. Then from there, we have to, I don't want it to be grass. Okay, I want the floor of the industrial district to stand out a bit more from everything else. And I thought the nicest texture that contrasts all of the farms and the redstone that's going to be put in here, as well as it having a texture that's not too distracting. Regular sandstone, which means we have to go get a lot more sand, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Then from there, we're going to make everything look nice. We want to build a nice circle all the way around, signifying that this is a serious industrial district. Build is serious when you have very large circles. So we're going to have a very large circle. Once that's all said and done, we got to tidy up the centerpiece. Of course, we're going to turn this into a star. So basically, a cardinal direction square, and then we're going to have diagonals on the sides to make it look like a nice even star. And then we're going to build our bone meal farms, and then we're going to finish off with just building. I have it all planned out. I wrote out the plans. After we build the bone meal farms, I need to build the storage in the center, and then I'm going to build 3 micro sugarcane farms. I know I said this is the industrial district. Now industrial could mean industrial in size or industrial in the resources that it produces. Now, in the case of the sugarcane farm, I'm not going to build a size-based industrial sugarcane farm because that would take forever, and we're already going to spend a lot of time just developing this area. And also, quite honestly, a micro sugarcane farm fueled by bone meal is far more efficient and effective than a size-based industrial sugarcane farm, if that makes sense. So we're gonna build 3 micro sugarcane farms with bone meal storages, and then we're probably that's the plan for today. So now we well, I don't have a lot of sand left. I have about 8 shulker boxes full of sand. So that's I think the ratio is what, 4 sand is 1 sandstone. So if we have 8 shulker boxes of sand, that is only 2 shulker boxes of sandstone, which obviously is nowhere near enough. That's just gonna, if we're lucky, that would just be enough for this centerpiece, if we're lucky. And as you can see, we have a lot of land to work on. Okay, so we're gonna have to go hit up the desert and fill up an entire inventory full of shulker boxes full of sand, and probably some more after that. And then we can work on developing and landscaping this industrial district. So I will see you all at the desert. Let's go get this time lapse out of the way. Now that was not an easy feat, everybody. That took hours. I'm talking about over 16, 20-ish hours just to cut down all the trees, flatten everything, and of course, lay down the platform for the industrial district. That's right, everybody. This is the entire area for the upcoming industrial district. Now, if we look at how wide this circle is from here all the way to here, we're looking at about 350 blocks, which is probably admittedly a lot more than we actually need, but this is the industrial district after all, so we're going to be putting the biggest farms here, the most industrial, the highest producing in resources possible. But before we do that, I need 2 farms in particular. First off, I'm running low on rockets. While I've been making some manually with my sugarcane farm, I'm still nervous. Like, I have plenty of gunpowder, but all I have is that little farm at spawn, and that is just a small amount of sugarcane. A full harvest gives me about almost 5 stacks, which isn't that much because, you know, I fly all the time, and it's because I fly all the time that I need access to sugarcane. So we're going to be putting together a micro sugarcane farm, and what's going to fuel that sugarcane farm, as is what's going to fuel most of the farms, the sugarcane farm, the cactus farm, tree farm, flower farm, nylene farm, all that stuff. We are going to have, like I mentioned earlier, a massive powerhouse of a bone meal farm, or the bone battery in this case, how we're using it. It's going to be the battery for all of the farms. We are going to be putting together Eggfur's design. I think he got it from Zolson actually, but we're going to put up 6 of them. I tested it out, and my device, my Xbox Series X, can handle 6 of these bad boys, and you'll see what I mean when we put it together. So we're going to build the farm, the bone meal farm, all 6 of them, create some storage, create some switches to decide whether or not we want to store bone meal, or if we want to store moss, azalea, flowering carpet, seeds, all that stuff. Then we're going to connect that bone meal, teleport it behind me, or transport it behind me into the micro sugarcane farm, and then build a storage for that. So here we go with another time lapse. Wow, now that was a lot of building. I did a lot of stuff off camera as well, just linking all of the farms, creating water streams, putting down power lines to control this entire monstrosity of a farm. Let's go ahead and take a look at this from the air real quick. So in the full glory, we have the bone batteries, these monstrosities of bone meal farms that also output it's a moss farm. It's really just a very beefy, powerful moss farm. 6 of them stacked together, or put side by side. It took a lot of time laying down all this plumbing and all this electricity, but we finally got it working. Everything is perfect. Take a look at Zolson. Look up Eggfur. Eggfur does show the tutorial on how to build this farm. The design was done by Zolson. And wow, just an incredible work. It's putting this together was a little wild at certain points, but he breaks it down very, very well. And it is actually a lot simpler than it looks. Once you break it down, you build it bit by bit, and especially if you build 6 of them, it makes a lot more sense why everything is exactly the way it is. But yeah, if you want to try some beefy bone meal farm and moss carpets and all that, I'll definitely take a look at this. I'm very, very excited for this. I just put all the bone meal in. So now all we have to do, everybody, is turn it on. Now let's make sure we are on, we're in bone meal mode right now. So let's just go ahead, turn these on, and it's working. It's definitely working. I can see all the green bits. Okay, yeah, and we have some lag, but this, considering that there's 6 of these running, this isn't actually that bad. Let me adjust the volume for you real quick. Look at this. Now this is, I don't know if you were able to catch it in the time lapse. We got about, each farm has, that was weird. I thought I saw something fly in the air. Each farm has, I think, 3 stone generators. And of course, all the stone is just being turned into, it's being converted into the moss variants. And then all the pistons are crushing and scraping everything off the top. And I don't know if we can actually see the inside of this. It's up. Actually, this is exactly what I want to show you. We have about 20 some hoppers actively gathering everything. And under every single hopper you see is a composter. So it's constantly putting out bone meal, and it's gonna take a while. I think about 5 minutes before we actually start seeing bone meal coming out of these spots right here. So I'll come back when this is happening. Oh, I just saw our first bits of profit off in the distance. Oh, there we go. See, so all the profit bone meal is gonna go. And let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at our very first bone meal profit, everybody. I'm excited. Look at that. Okay, now I know it's a small amount. Just give it some time. We still need the other ones to warm up. Oh, I can see more bone meal. Look at this. We got a steady supply of profit. It's been about a little over 5 minutes now. But it's been about 5 minutes. And we just have, look at that, a constant stream of bone meal. Now, the last thing we have to do before we wrap this episode up, of course, is we have to do that lovely sugarcane farm. Now, I'm not going to make you wait for all of this to fill up. We're just going to skip ahead until all these are full, and then I will see you when the sugarcane farm is ready to go. Okay, maybe we won't wait that long because it's taken a very long time to fill up all those chests. But I did put a bunch of bone meal into the sugarcane farm already. But before I show you this, I want to show you something really cool. So I actually just went ahead and saw what this was like off camera, but we're going to switch to moss carpet mode, or moss mode. Okay, and watch the massive wave of all of those green bits. Watch this. Here's my favorite part. Watch it all fly up here. Now the problem is these are hundreds of items. I thought that I built something to handle this much, but it's already filled up the hoppers and it's going straight into the lag saver. basically. It's catching, you know, it's still catching the seeds, most of the seeds, the flowering azaleas, but the carpet or the moss block is just getting annihilated. But we got about 7 hoppers dedicated to the moss block, and it's already full. I don't know if I have to expand this or just be okay with it, because I mean, what am I going to do with this much? To be honest, like what would I do? Give me some ideas in the comments down below. What could I do if I just found a way to save all of this product? Because I for one have zero idea. Okay, now that that's over with, let's turn that off and then go back into bone meal mode, and then we're gonna go start producing a little bit of sugarcane, so I finally have a decent supply of rockets. Now I got the camera account hovering over here, plus I'm on a send distance of 12, so we shouldn't have to worry about the farm breaking in our absence. Let's come over here. Now we have 4 of these. Each one has 2 dispensers, so we've got a dispenser's worth of bone meal inside every farm. We're literally just gonna run this non-stop until that bone meal is gone. I'm dead serious. Yep, see, we got the sugarcane being produced. We're gonna get this one, and it's just gonna go. I might connect these up to have just one master switch. Where is it? Right here. I might connect these up to have one master switch. That's probably the best idea. But for now, this works. Just non-stop. I think the rates for this, it's 36,000 sugarcane per hour, and that's just one of these. So 4 of these together, I'm not gonna do the math on all of those. I'm just gonna do the math for the 30,000. That's 120,000. More than that. Yeah. It's a lot. It's industrial level. I did say while these farms are small, we are producing industrial level resources, so much in fact that it looks like my storage isn't enough. Oh no, we got a problem here. Okay, we'll have to fix that. But we set out and we accomplished everything we said we were going to do. We got the incredibly massive and amazing bone meal farm / moss farm, and it is producing a high level of resources. And we got the first farm set up from the center of the industrial district. Everybody, we've got the sugarcane farm. So I'm gonna tinker with this offline, but now I never have to worry about running out of paper. I never have to worry about running out of rockets. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to exhaust some of these as a celebration, because I am no longer poor when it comes to my rockets. I've got all these farms doing the work for me. Got everything that we need. So we're going to wrap it up there, everybody. Thank you all again so much for watching. I am Timeless Traveler, and this was my Let's Play. Let me know what you think of the time lapse of what we accomplished here. Believe me, this is I lost count. It's about 40+ hours of work of clear cutting out the trees, flattening everything, putting in all the blocks in, building the farm, connecting everything all up. This was easily 40 hours just in time lapsing. So yeah, a lot of time went into this, but it was really good. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all my future videos. And let me know what we could do with all of that excess moss block and carpet, because I have no idea. If we expand that storage, I don't quite know what I'm going to do with all of that. So let me know down below. Until then, you all take care, have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next episode.